The past week was one of the hottest on records here in Modesto, California, Zone 9B. Temperatures were generally in the 108 to 112 degrees several days in a row. Today's video is on this lychee tree, a Mauritius lychee tree that I have growing on the south side of the house. We're going to take a look at that, but first, if you like this type of channel, go ahead and hit the like, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. I do my best to get back to everybody with their comments and questions. So let's take a look at this tree. If you've watched some of my other videos, you'll know that this lychee tree was planted up against the south wall about 6 or 7 years ago. It's of the Mauritius variety. It's an air layer from a tree I had growing about 20 feet away, and it wasn't in the ideal location. So I decided to air layer it and move it that way. Subsequently, I had to dig up the other original lychee tree, but this one is planted in a much more ideal location. If you take a look at this tree, you'll notice that in spite of the 112 degree temperatures that I recorded in parts of my yard, the thing is doing wonderfully. As a matter of fact, it responded to the heat by sending out a new growth flush. This tree had blown over in a windstorm a couple weeks ago, and so I had to tie it up and stake it up and then prune it in order to make it look better, which caused it to drop all of its fruit. It was in the process of flowering at the time. But if you take a look at this darn thing is putting out new growth. We're getting ready to have another heat wave next weekend, so I'm not too afraid of how this thing's gonna do because it did so well when it was 112. Right about the time I did the staking and pruning, I also decided to take advantage of the space in one of the branches, and I did an air layer. Hopefully in a couple months, I'll see some roots down in there. But you take a look at this darn thing, and the air layer branch not only is in the full sun, it's resting up against the house, the south side of the house. That location is often 130 degrees. So with this lychee tree doing so well, what do I think is helping it make it through the extreme heat that we've been having? Number one, I fertilized this tree with a low nitrogen fertilizer, high in potassium, low in nitrogen. Number two, I only water it using a drip, a slow drip. That allows the irrigation water to penetrate the roots more deeply. This is very important as lychees do not like standing water around their roots. They just don't. As I mentioned, due to the wind, I had to stake this tree up. I don't like to stake trees up. I like them to blow in the wind naturally, but this area is really hard on this tree because lychees are brittle and it kind of a wind tunnel between our houses. So overall, I'm quite happy with the performance of this lychee tree in one of our record-breaking heat waves. That 112 degrees didn't really hurt it in any way, shape, or form. Just remember, low nitrogen fertilizer and deep drip irrigation. That's my key. So my name is Jeff. If you like this type of channel, go ahead and hit the like, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. And you have a good day.